This is Tush, and I welcome you to Tushalicious Talk, an Oklahoma City podcast for titillating women, tantalizing conversation. And I thank you in advance for allowing me to be your one-stop shop advocacy connection. Hey, this is Tush. Welcome back to Tushalicious Talk. And today I have my reoccurring guest again, Toya Robinson from Joe May Custom Creations. Today we are talking to Nicole Shackelford, who is the owner and founder of OKC Black Mag.
Hello.
Thank you for being here. Go ahead, introduce yourself and tell us about your magazine.
Like you said, I am the owner and founder of OKC Black Magazine and Texas Black Magazine. I am a DAV, which is a disabled veteran. So I used to be in the military, and I don't know.
How long were you in the military?
I was in for 5 years.
Okay. And when did you go straight out of high school?
I did. Okay. I went straight out of high school, then to Mississippi, and then San Diego.
And then you back in OKC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's what's up. So what made you want to create a magazine, being that so many people don't read nowadays?
Okay, so OKC Black Magazine is actually, it's physical and it's virtual. So we do have a website where you can go and see all the features and information on the features. But I retired, the military retired me, and being the type of person that's used to working since I'm 16 years old, I was like, okay, Lord, what do you want me to do? Same night this came about, he gave me this magazine, and the same night I got up out my bed and started the virtual portion of the magazine.
How long ago was that?
2020.
In 2020. Okay, so you moving on up real quick, real fast, you feel like?
At first it was slow paced, but now I feel like it is. We used to do features once a week, but then I had to take a step back and say, hey, you're driving yourself crazy. Let's take this to once a month or maybe twice a month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can definitely relate because I do this podcast once a week. Yeah. So I don't know if you know the answer for this, but just in your opinion, do you feel like there's a difference or a different audience for book readers versus magazine readers?
I think yes. For magazine readers, I think it's easier because I feel like magazines are straight and to the point. Mm-hmm. As far as like books, you have to sit there, you have to read, and you have to go through. Yes. And magazines, you physically see what it is that whoever owns the magazine, like myself, is trying to show you. Mm-hmm. What we feature, we do entrepreneurs here in Oklahoma City. Mm-hmm. And a lot of them that we featured, I do know, and I've known for a long period of time. And I just feel like this magazine, I want us to shop Black.
Okay. I ain't mad at that.
And our slogan is the 21st century Black Wall Street.
That's right.
So the purpose is for us to shop Black and to see and know who you're shopping with.
That's right.
If that makes any sense.
It does. It does. And thank you for that. Because, yeah, the Black economy definitely needs boosting. Yes. Yeah. Not just the Black economy, minority economy. Yeah. Let's get that going. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. So how difficult was it to deal with the governmental business feelings to establish Oklahoma Black Mag?
I don't have any issues with it. When it comes to the government, because I am Black owned, I'm veteran owned. So I don't, small business woman owned. So I haven't had any issues when it comes to that. Mm-hmm. The only issues I have is when other people of other races see it and then,
Yeah, they say reverse racism. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. But we're not going to talk about that right now. But what we can talk about is, you had said that you were going to try to start one in Texas too. So if you'll tell us a little bit about that, but then also, was there a difference in the government filings for Oklahoma versus Texas, or was it like the same process?
It's different.
It's different.
For Oklahoma City, you just go online, you apply, and you do name search, and then you apply, and then you get your information. With Texas, it's a wait. And then you also have to have credit card on file.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I said. Really? And it's way different. It's a lot harder in my book.
Okay. We'll leave it at that. So are you still in the waiting process in Texas?
No, I actually have my certificate now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And you started the magazine there?
I started the magazine already. Yeah. I announced it, I think, 2-3 weeks ago.
Cool. Cool. So for both magazines, who was your very first feature on the cover and why did you choose them?
So, my first feature for OKC Black Mag was Lakeitha Dukes with BTM.
Okay.
And I chose her because as a single mother, you understand, what it takes to build a business and have children at the same time. With Texas, and she's so amazing. Like like I said earlier, she's a vibe. Like when you go to her shows, it's a vibe. It's none of that, twerking, all of that. When I say she's a vibe, it's like our culture. And it just makes you feel good to see our culture, our people doing something and celebrating another person. Texas, I have not presented my first feature. That feature will be next week.
You're not going to tell us who?
No.
Okay.
So how often do you print and distribute?
I don't. I have yet to distribute. Mostly everyone visit either the Instagram, the Facebook, the TikTok, or the website. We will do that, but I haven't received any requests. I was thinking that being that I'm coming up on 3 years, that I wanted to do like a plaque or something for those that is a part of the OKC Black Mag. I call them alumni. But nobody's ever requested a copy.
A printed version. Okay. That's understandable, though, because, like I said, a lot of people, they don't read. But so while it's available online, do they have to pay to read it online? No?
No.
Okay.
The only thing people have to pay for is promos. That's it. The features are free.
Okay. And do you have to contribute to make OKC a better city with this magazine?
Do you hope to contribute?
I do. I really, really do. We have so many amazing African Americans that have businesses and their business is booming. We have some that are just starting out that I will hope for them to start booming and start, not participating. What is the word? I can't think of the word, but adding to the culture.
I understand. So, with your original vision for the magazine, that is what your original vision was? Yes. And so how hard is it to actually take the steps to manifest that vision into reality of trying to or doing what you feel like, God has put on your heart to make Oklahoma City a better community?
It's hard.
Detail.
It's so hard. Sometimes I want to give up. And I have people like Chef Friends, Lakeitha Dukes, and others that tell me, don't give up. We need this. We truly, truly need this. I just feel like sometimes I wonder, is it needed? But then I think it is needed because if God gave it to me and he placed it on my heart, it's needed. It's just, I got to get out of my own head when it comes to it.
So when you want to feature someone. What is the process like for featuring someone? Like, how do you get your next person? How do you choose your next person in relation to your vision? Because I know you don't want to just choose anybody.
No.
You know,
we research.
Yeah,
I research. When I say I do have a team, but it's mainly me. But I do research companies. Sometimes I'll reach out to them, and sometimes they'll reach out to me, and I get their email. And then I'll send them a questionnaire asking them would they like to If they say yes, they get the questionnaire. And then I ask for pictures that you want the world to see you as. Okay. And we go from there.
Okay. So if a person wanted to be featured, not saying, I'm not promising anybody anything just from listening to this, but if they wanted to, how would they reach you?
They can email me at info@okcblkmag.com.
And what about, do you do ads?
I do ads.
Okay. And that they would contact you the same way?
They will contact me by emailing me.
Okay. Now, this is just a definitely I don't know question, just out of curiosity. Because I know we all get those Facebook and Instagram and stuff pop up ads and, oh, this person is running ads and stuff. Do you get to choose the person that you run ad? I don't even know if I'm asking this question the right way. Do you get to choose the person who you run ads for on your Facebook and Instagram and so forth?
Yes, I'm very picky. Okay. Very, very picky. Because, you have people that want you to do ads for like parties and that type of thing. And when I say it comes to my magazine, I'm really, really, really picky. It's my baby. I just can't put anything and everything out there.
That's right. That's right. Okay. I think that answered my question. I still don't understand the whole ad thing, but I'm trying. So, before we go with the next question, I just want to say, I do not vote shame people. I say this all the time, but I am the president of the League of Women Voters in Oklahoma County. So I definitely want to know. But regardless if you do or you don't vote, I say people have the right to vote if they want to vote. People have the right to not vote if they don't want to vote. So
do you vote?
Yes. I vote because I feel if I don't, then I can't complain. I can't say nothing about what the government is doing because I couldn't take the time out to go vote. I think everybody should go vote. If you don't, then hey, that's on you. But you can't complain if you don't vote. I think it's necessary. And coming from a government background, it's necessary.
Yeah, I do find as my role, people in the military do tend to vote more than, what are they called? The people that are not in the military. What
civilians.
The civilians. The civilians. Yeah. So do you provide any type of voter information? And I'm not saying like for, say to, hey, go vote for this person, go for, I'm talking about just pure, non-biased, nonpartisan, just totally educational information to say, this is the thing that's coming up and this is who's running and, make your own choice from there.
Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. Because it's one of those, you dang if you do, you dang if you don't. You know what I mean? Politically, on the magazine, I have been trying to stay away from that.
Right.
But with the events coming up, the things that has been happening, I feel like I can't hide anymore. I need to speak out.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, and even when I'm saying, I'm not even necessarily saying speak out, but just so a lot, what I get is people don't vote because they don't know what's going on.
Lack of information.
Yes, a lack of information. So, and I'm definitely not one. And it's against our bylaws regardless. Yeah. We can't tell people who to vote. We do not support candidates in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Yeah. We don't tell you, hey, go be a Democrat, go be a Republican, go be a Libertarian. We don't do any of that. We just try to provide information. So I'm saying more on that aspect, like, because I know even with me, like I try not to, even on my personal Facebook page, like try to say, oh, I'm a Biden fan or, oh, I'm a Trump fan or something like that, because somebody's going to take offense to it. And that's where, especially when you're a business owner, where you want to try to stay away from. So, but also I am Black. So, and I know the statistics, especially in Oklahoma, just overall, when you take the race out, we're just a non-voting state. Like we're always either 49th or dead last 50th in voter turnout. So I'm constantly like, okay, well, what can I do? And I'm always asking people, and the main thing that I get, well, I'll say two things that I get is, number one, well, we don't know what's going on. It's too hard to pay attention to politics, and there's too many games being played and so forth and so on. Or number two, they just don't have time, you know. And I didn't even know that you said the Lakeitha from Back to My Roots. I didn't even know that she was a single mom. I assumed she was married and gone and doing the thing. You know what I'm saying? But my point is, there are so many single mothers in Oklahoma, which is directly related to our incarceration statistics. But I'm going to save that for another date. But they just don't have time. They're trying to get to work. They're trying to manifest their magazine vision and their clothing vision and so forth and so on. Yeah, they're trying to get their kids fed and get to the grocery store and so forth and so on. And they just don't, they don't have time, or they don't make time, you know, and I understand.
Or they feel like their votes don't matter.
That's true.
Your vote matters.
Yeah.
It matters what happens with your money. It matters what happened to, you know, our veterans. It matters what happened with your children. It matters. And that's what I always hear from people. Well, my vote doesn't matter. How do you know if you don't vote? It matters that you don't vote, because then everything that we need as a people is not happening.
Yeah. Yeah. And everybody else is making the decision for you. Yeah, I totally agree. So, yeah.
Vote, people.
I hope y'all do. And, you know what you're voting, what's going to be on the ballot before it comes out. So if you're ever open to it, you know, I'm up for that portion, just trying to do, I'm definitely not trying to get you in no trouble. I want to see your magazine manifest.
Oh, thank you.
Into, you know, number one, not only in just Oklahoma, but hey, we can go for the country for real. So yeah, Toya, what is your last updates before we conclude this episode with Jo May Custom Creations?
I would just like to first thank all of my vendors and everyone that came out to our last event, Let's Be Friends. We had a magnificent time, and we had a lot of people show up, and I appreciate you guys. If you would like to get in contact with me to order some custom creations, please contact Jo May CC on all platforms, and we are here for you.
And as always, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, vote, vote, vote. And that's all we have for today. Thanks so much for listening. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Tushalicious Talk is part of the Breaking Ice, Building Bridges community podcast platform, brought to you by Possibilities, Inc.